welcome if you're new here. So today is finally my fall clean and decorate video. Although the weather is still pretty bit warm here in this area of Tennessee, I am just ready to kind of put summer behind me and go ahead and do that transition into those nice dark colors that you get with fall and just really make it a little bit more cozy in here. So I'm going to be doing this a little bit different than I normally do. If you've watched any of my other clean and decorate videos, you know that I usually like to clear the area completely and start with a nice blank slate. But today, because I have some other things that I'm trying to take care of, I'm going to be cleaning one section at a time. And so, of course, like always, I like to start with my coffee bar area. Everything has been removed from the countertop. I'm gonna go ahead and give everything a nice thorough cleaning. I am using the pink stuff because I have some really tough stains that just weren't coming out with anything else. Now I always recommend trying a small area first before applying this stuff because it can be abrasive on some surfaces, so definitely recommend doing that. And then I'm gonna spray it down with my normal spray, and then we'll get to some decorating. To cut back on cost is to reuse a lot of the items you already have and just kind of transition that in with your next seasonal decor. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm going to be reusing these boards. This one I purchased from Ross, and I did decide to add this little hook in the back. I really wish I had thought of this sooner because it really makes hanging things easier, and it was such a quick an easy thing to do with just adding a little bit of hot glue. This side of the countertop. Now this area is pretty much going to remain the same as it always does. I don't like to do too much over here because this is where we prepare our coffees, so I just like to keep the essentials here like my coffee, my sugar, and my spoons. Plus I also have a cute little glass cloche, I believe is how it's pronounced, where I keep some pastries for my husband, so in the morning time he doesn't have to be searching around for something to eat. He can just grab a little slice of bread or whatever's in there and his coffee and then head out the door. I also really quickly wanted to share with you guys this super delicious coffee. It is from Portugal, and my husband being Portuguese, he's the one who introduced me to it. You can find it here in the States. I get mine from Florida whenever I go visit my mom. There is, I want to say, a Brazilian store. It's called Zebra, if I'm not mispronouncing it. And that is where I got this coffee. So my idea for this area was to add this little jar that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. The only thing was I wanted to use the lid with it, but Seeing that it's ceramic, I was scared that it would break. So my solution was to add a bit of hot glue to the lid and then allow it to run over the side and kind of fuse together. Now, if you've worked a lot with hot glue, you know that it kind of turns into a plastic. So it really makes it a good choice for something that you don't want to leave up permanently. And so that's all I did, was just add a little bit of hot glue, let it run down, and I have to say it's been a few days since I did this. This little jar has been moved around. I even wiped it down and it still hasn't budged. So I think it's a nice little temporary way to display something cute like this. Time to focus on the island. Because this is in the center of the kitchen, your eye naturally gravitates to this space. So I'm going to be creating a real nice floral focal point here, and then a cute little vignette with some other fall items as well. Had to make a lot of changes with this idea that I had for the island. Initially, I wanted to go with a black vase that I had shared in my fall haul decor video, so check that video out if you haven't, especially if you want to know where I got some of these items from. So yeah, that didn't work out, and then I decided I would reuse this vase, which I absolutely love. I got it from Hobby Lobby. But then the florals just were not working with the vision that I had in my head. So what you're gonna see is not what I end up staying with. Now, I do share the final result, and that was basically just adding in the florals that I already had in here back and mix those in with my new florals. Now, to accommodate them, I did end up removing the hydrangeas, but no worries, I will be reusing those in a different spot along with the black vase that I had. So yeah, just definitely remember to stay flexible. Things will not always work out the way you envision them to, and that's okay, because at the end of the day, I'm actually much happier with how it turned out. focusing on the rest of the kitchen. And these spots that I'm going to be decorating, they do get used daily as well, so I'm trying to keep everything as simple as possible. Just going to give everything a nice cleaning and then just throw in little touches of fall here and there just to continue on with those other areas and really keep in line with my theme and my colors as well. left to decorate is my dining room table. I'm just gonna be removing the summer items that I had in there and basically reuse the bowl. I have some pumpkins that I got from Temu, and I'm just gonna place those in there for now. I did order some pine cone ornaments that I'm gonna be adding in for my late fall video, so please make sure that you stay tuned for that. But for now, I do like these nice rustic pumpkins. They add a really nice touch. Plus, it's a really easy decor piece that can be moved out of the way when we sit down for dinner, which is also a plus. And I do hope that if you enjoyed today's video, that you will give it a big thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel. And so let's take a look at the before and after.
Hmm.